Welcome to week 3 of the Culture Shift podcast, NFL, man. Get it started, man. It's your boy D Sound.
Jones, peace out.
And Drano 3 times.
And we're going to start off with one of the better games of the weekend. Drano's flock at the division rivals, the Cincinnati Bengals, 27-24. The Ravens, I thought, played a very good defensive game, got a lot of pressure on Joe Burrow. Lamar made some great throws, had a nice fade route to Aguilar in the end zone, and then threw another deep one to Zay Flowers.
Yes, sir.
Got their main target back, best receiver, Mark Andrews. He had an impact. Odell went out in the game, but that's nothing different for the Ravens injury-wise. But what do you think about the game?
D. Simon, what did you not say, though, man? You didn't say that he did it all without starting left tackle, Ronnie Stanley. You didn't say that he did it all without the starting center, Tyler Linderbaum. He did it all without the starting corner / defensive back, fucking
Humphrey?
No, not Humphrey as
Williams.
well.
Williams is out too.
Williams as well. So, he did a lot. Lamar went out there, and this was all Lamar. This was Lamar in damn near MVP mode. I mean, he went out there, he made plays on third down with his legs when he needed to. He's showing a tendency to where he's not going to just take off instantly. Sometimes he was out there, he's taking a sack or just a hairy throw, and I'm like, Lamar, take off. So he's been really conservative with his legs, maintaining his safety, I like that a lot. As far as the Ravens, the defense looked great. I mean, how about them, man? How about the Ravens? Lamar Jackson, like I said, on his MVP run. I mean, what more do you want me to say? What more do you want me to say?
I mean, first thing first, it was a lucky win. We go out there. Let's just be real. I'm going to be honest with you, Drano. The Bengals went out there and they beat themselves.
Okay.
Play after play.
What does that mean?
We see Joe Burrow struggling. It's too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Old man Clowney's getting back there.
Clowney. My guy Clowney, yes. Yeah, when he got one.
Chase can't get open. He's fucking running my fantasy league.
By a second string corner.
70 yards.
Second string corner.
Gotta be shackles.
But not only that, it's more about the play calling. I mean, is Zach Taylor a fucking idiot? You sit up, you try to throw the ball 100 times, it's not working week after week. Run the damn ball, man. What is going on?
Let me tell you what's going on. I'm happy you asked that. We got monsters in the middle. We got some monsters. We got a 380-pound monster in the middle. I don't know the guy's name. I just know I see he jumped off the screen to me. He's taking over. He's clogging that middle. Jadeveon Clowney is in prime pass rushing mode. He's probably a top pass rusher in the league right now from what I've seen. He's looking athletic. He's looking good. I got high hopes for Jadeveon this season, I think.
Well, let me stop you there, Drano. Because first things first, fuck that fat motherfucker in the middle. When they ran with Joe Mixon, 13 times, 59 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. There's no way you don't keep running that ball, am I right?
The game was within striking distance. You still got to run the ball. Yep.
Listen, you're wrong. When you got a monster in the middle, man, you got to really, really think about it. And then you got to think, they paying Joe Burrow all this money. He's clearly regressed. He's not what he used to be. He stunk it up. He got a Ravens pass rush in front of him, but he stunk it up. Somehow, honestly, first of all, in this situation, and I don't want the Bengals to win, but why is he not throwing his ball up to Jamar Chase 3 times a goddamn drop? If it's first down, throw it to him, it don't work. Second down, throw it to him, it don't work. Fourth down, it's gonna work against these twos. So where's the game plan? Where's the coaching? It's nowhere to be seen. The better coaching, better coach won, better team won, better organization won, better people won. Lamar Jackson, MVP.
One more thing I would like to say about the game. Joe Burrow, we always talk about how he's propped up, and media wants him to be more of a new Tom Brady, fresh face, white guy. But before the game was over, before they lost, they said Joe Burrow didn't talk to people on the field, didn't talk to the Ravens. He just walked off, showing bad sportsmanship. What do you guys think about that? A man not able to take his loss.
I mean, I don't know how nice of a guy you is, but if I go out there and get my ass kicked down, why am I shaking these guys' hand? Sportsmanship. This is football. I'm going out there to kill these guys. Come on, man.
I expect this with these little smug guys. You got Joe Burrow acting like, he wants to, like you said, they compared him to Tom Brady. It's a Tom Brady move. It's a dick move. No, seriously, this is why Michael Jordan hate the Pistons. This is bad sports. Don't be a bad sport. It's a game. We all work. Some of us gonna win, and some of us gonna lose. But for Joe Burrow to go out there and just pull such a POS move, it's just low. It's just low, Joe. Especially when you regress.
Yep. On that note, hopefully Jamar Chase, I expect 10 targets next week, maybe about 9 catches. But we're gonna move on. Actually, going back to the Thursday game, the Vikings at the Eagles. Eagles won 34-28. Kirk Cousins threw 4 touchdowns, but the Vikings had another fumbling problem. They fumbled the ball 3 times.
Yeah, I seen that. It's just like this is why you pay. This is why you pay Dalvin Cook, right? This is what you pay for. You get what you pay for. I don't know if it's third or fourth quarter, but I do recall that running back getting the ball. I think it was fourth quarter. Just getting ripped right out the gut.
Yeah, he did.
I know we don't do what ifs, this and that, but I don't think Big Dalvin is getting that ball ripped out the gut.
Well, Gates, I would say this: Michael Parsons did rip Dalvin Cook this week on the rush attack.
Who?
Spit him out.
Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
Okay, who ripped the other guy?
I don't know.
Michael Parsons is a defensive MVP candidate. That's not a regular guy. I'm not talking about Joe Smo. You talking about Michael Parsons, all right?
But Dalvin Cook ain't no regular guy, right?
Hey man, when you get 2, one's bigger, one's smaller. I don't know. Hey,
To me, what Drano is doing is just giving them excuses. It's a good excuse. You don't have Dalvin Cook, you're gonna lose. No, that's not the problem.
I didn't make an excuse.
Well, went up there and it happened. It had nothing to do with Dalvin Cook. He's on another team. We'll leave him alone. He lost his chest. Got his ass kicked. So he's clearly not the solution.
Right.
What happened out there is the Eagles show us who we know they are. That's the best goddamn team in the NFC right now. Who can beat them?
49ers?
49ers for sure.
2 good victories as well, like a blowout.
They beat the Vikings. They beat the Vikings and the Patriots, the Eagles? So now they're the best team in the league? They're the best team in the NFC? But beating the Vikings and the Patriots?
You're talking like
the Patriots, first of all, the Patriots don't have a quarterback. Mac Jones, they lost to a guy who's not a quarterback. Mac Jones is trash. You're not convincing me otherwise. I do not care. Mac Jones is garbage. He sucks. He stinks. He's just a bad package.
Everybody knows old man Bill can make any team competitive at any point in time.
That's not true.
He's not going to go out there and straight up lay an egg all season, especially at the beginning of the season.
He did it for the last few years. He did it. He went out there and shitting bricks.
They made the playoffs last year.
Making the playoffs. We need time. What? We need the Super Bowl.
That's a competitive team, though. If you make the playoffs, they're competitive.
He's already around.
He's not a Super Bowl competitor, and he won't be with Mac Jones. What happened when he goes to the playoffs? Was it first round exit?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So no playoff wins. So no playoff wins.
Just build off their other assets of the team.
With no playoff wins. Okay, I'm just asking.
That's still a competitive team in the league.
I'm just asking.
We can't judge every team by Super Bowl that they have that year.
Because there's only like 3 or 4 teams
that's competitive.
No, that's Super Bowl contenders, but you can still be competitive.
You can't say the rest of the league is uncompetitive because they ain't won the Super Bowl. In that case.
So the Eagles are a total. So you saying the Eagles are a top team or the top team in the NFC because they beat the Patriots and the Vikings?
No, go ahead.
I'm not saying they're the top team because they beat them too.
But that's all they done.
On both sides of the ball, they've shown that they're the best team.
How? Well, they almost lost to the Patriots, who don't have any offense.
The Patriots are a playoff team, man.
I'm just they all right. Okay, they what? 25 points? 20 points to the Patriots?
What's your point?
The Patriots' offense is trash.
What's your point?
That's my point.
The Ravens almost lost to the Texans.
They won by 16 points. They won by 16 points.
We're talking about a late game.
They won by 6. Well, we talking about the end game score. Does it matter how you start or how you finish?
Late game score didn't matter. The game was already over.
Does it matter how you start or how you finish the game? Because everything else is hoopla.
If the Eagles,
the numbers are the numbers.
They had a close game with the lowly Houston Texans. I'm like, no, they've lost a step. Okay. Can we all agree?
No.
If it was a close game with the Texans, would you say?
I would definitely be concerned. What's a close game? After the Patriots.
What's a close game?
A one-score game all the way to the fourth quarter.
So to the end or
I just said to the fourth quarter.
So a 3-possession game. So 16 points. A 3-possession game is a close score.
I said all the way to the fourth quarter.
But then in the fourth quarter, you score 40 points. It was still a close game.
You just scored 40 points.
What do you score?
Yeah, I just scored 40.
I don't know what your point is. They scored 9 points.
What do you mean? What's your point?
They're
terrible.
They scored 9 points though, and we scored 25.
They're arguably the worst.
They didn't score double digits, but you telling me it was a close game?
It was a close game.
What are you talking? If you would have said maybe the Bengals, who we had a 3-point game with, that's a close game. This is just you not knowing enough football but wanting to hate on the Raiders.
You're too
This is what this is. This is what this is. But let's move on. We're getting caught up with his foolishness.
Ooh, they won 25-9 at the end of the game. Ooh, that's just the eye test.
Everything you're saying is. It looks like I'm happy you woke up this morning.
I watched that game.
I'm happy you woke up this morning and watched ESPN and Fox, and now you're saying things like eye test and things like that. But listen, at the end of the day, 16 points is not a close game. It's not. In no sport is 16 points a close game. That's never been a thing. In any sport, in anything at all, 16 is not close. So that's just that. That's just that. And I didn't make it like that. That's just the way it is.
So when did they gain that 16-point lead? Because that was the largest lead of the game. At what point did they gain that lead?
I don't see why that matters.
100%
I don't see why that matters.
That's a major factor in the game. It was the closest to the game.
It's just about.
The Ravens were fighting for life out there.
So, how was it a close game into the fourth quarter? Well, in the fourth quarter, going into the fourth quarter, they had 6 points and we had 15. That's close.
Possession, man.
That's close. That's 9 points. That's 2 possessions.
Okay, what's your point?
Because you said a close game is it been a 1-possession game up into the fourth quarter, but that was not the case.
It was 22-6 going into the fourth.
So that's close.
That's not close.
That's close. What are we talking about? This is what I'm saying. He does not know enough. He doesn't know enough football, but he wants to hate on these Ravens. Did you watch the game?
Y'all watched the game. That was seen that going into the fourth.
I don't think you watched the game.
The Texans were in the red zone.
So we saw
they ended up kicking that field goal. So y'all don't remember the game. I remember.
Why is that important?
They still have been
I have a
down.
photographic memory. Well, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I watched that game, man.
They still would have been down.
We're getting too caught up on this.
No, we ain't getting too caught up. You getting too caught up.
We're gonna move on, man.
The next time.
We're gonna move on, man. We're gonna move on to, man, my squad. A terrible loss. Up 24-12 with 56 seconds left in the third quarter, and then give up 13 unanswered to the Atlanta Falcons. Packers lose 25-24. I'm gonna give my piece real quick, and I'm gonna get off to the guys. What I called it, man, like the run game. We didn't stop the run game. John Robinson, 6.5 yards a carry, unacceptable. Joe Barry, defensive coordinator. I don't know how long the Packers organization gonna take to fire this man, but it needs to happen ASAP. And I really don't like calling for people's jobs, but it's been unacceptable. It's been unacceptable. Jordan Love, he did his thing. Wasn't the best accuracy, but he threw a lot of good touchdowns. The rookies look good, but that's all I got to say about that. We got to move on, man.
I mean, Simon, I'm gonna be real about the Packers and Jordan Love. It was a mediocre performance. I mean, I know you got the 3 touchdowns. How many passing yards, Simon? So what are we talking about? We're talking about 150 passing yards. What are we talking about?
Offense didn't move the ball. We didn't have a good run game. We missed both our best linemen. David Bakhtiari went out mid-game. Elton Jacobs.
Any excuses? Excuses? Let me ask you.
If we can't run the ball.
So, Simon, are we gonna do this every week?
Yeah.
Are we gonna? Jordan Love gonna go out there and throw?
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Is Jordan Love gonna go out there and throw for 150 yards at 50%, and we're gonna call it he played good, and you lost the game? And listen, worse than losing the game. He lost me money. I can't bet on this guy. This guy's a piece of a bull junk. That's what he is. A big piece of bull junk.
I just know that guy.
Come on, man.
His first 2 starts, man. He's 6 touchdowns, no interception,
No.
and been a solid game manager.
Don't get caught up on the stat pad, Simon.
Let me tell you what happens. Let me tell you what happens with these touchdowns. The running backs or Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones didn't play either.
He didn't play. So the running back, A.J. Dillon, who they fed the ball to, I got him on my fantasy team. He ain't do much either. But really, I guess the defense, I'm looking at this. He didn't drive him down the field. He's not going down there and he's not threatening. Run the ball, 30 goal, play action, touchdown, 3 yards. Right?
Now,
Isn't that how it goes? So we're not gonna. Those touchdowns are like they're not as valuable. They're not as valuable. They're just not as valuable.
I'm not discrediting.
It's just like throwing a dog a bone. Like they could have ran it in.
Football is football, man. TD is the TD.
He got the touchdowns. But are we not going to talk about how he blew the damn game with that?
It was the defense.
Are we going to talk about that sneak where he fucking false started on the QB sneak?
He did.
Are we going to leave that alone?
He did.
He didn't score a single.
He didn't blow the game.
He didn't score a single point.
It was a team effort, bro. So the defense giving up 13 points. All the runs, I just told you, 19 carries, 124 yards. He was getting off first down. We couldn't get a stop on third down because they kept running the ball down our throats. We couldn't get a stop. Then when we did get the ball back, yes, we weren't the best. But I think in the fourth quarter, I think we had 2 or 3 straight, like 3 and outs.
Yeah.
Y'all had 200
yards
of offense.
Y'all had no points.
We had 90 defense for 200 yards of offense.
They didn't score points in the first or fourth quarter. Y'all didn't score points in the first or the fourth quarter. I mean, he's a slow starter and a quick burner. That means he's done. That's what that means, bro. That's what that means. He's a slow starter and a quick burner. You can't give me no points in the fourth quarter of any game.
I told you I was set.
If you're going to do that, give me 3 good quarters. Don't give me 2 okay quarters. I got 14 points. I'll give you 1 good quarter. Come on, man. Give me more than that.
Yeah. Come on, man.
But I'm happy. I'm happy the Packers don't have a quarterback.
Put on the whole entire Packers offense. That was pathetic.
And as far as the Falcons, I mean, I don't know how far they 2-0. I don't know how far they finna eke along. They might win that division if they keep this up. If they keep it up.
The 3 teams.
If they keep it up.
So that's interesting.
I mean, they look terrible out there, but they managed to win games. And John Robinson,
I don't think they look that bad.
that rookie, they can really run the game. They can really run the ball. I mean, they can really run the ball. They might win that division.
One thing the Packers take down your throat is the run game.
That's been our problem for years. Ever since Matt LaFleur has been the coach. I'm just leave that there. The reason why Jimmy threw like 3 for 7 passes in the NFC Championship game and we lost. So same old story for us. We're moving on now.
Man.
Yeah, sick. The Chiefs, man, they got a couple of their stars back. Chris Jones, who had a sack and a half, and then Travis, he got a touchdown. And it was a very defensive game, though. Y'all looked shaky early. 3 turnovers in the first, quarter and a half of the game. But y'all came out with the win. What do you think? 17-9 against the Jaguars. Tunes?
Do I have to speak?
I mean, you do.
It's your team.
I have to speak.
Your team.
You the floor.
Well, the first day we did this week 1, and you asked me who's going to win MVP, who did I say? Patrick Mahomes. He went out there, threw for 300 yards. He didn't have as many touchdowns, but he showed you the difference between a player like him and a player like Jordan Love.
Jordan Love didn't have 2 turnovers.
I mean,
we were about turnover. We talking about the game.
But you just said he's not
He
the same
won
quarterback.
when it was time to win the game, he won the game. He actually won 2 weeks in a row, but Cornelius told you, of course, we know who won that, but that's another story for another day. But he won the game with 300 yards passing. Come on, man.
Daryl, D-Sama, let's be honest. I said it at the beginning. The Chiefs have lost this stuff. The Chiefs have lost 17 points? First of all, I bet on the Chiefs. I was scared. I was scared. I thought they were about to let me down again. Because they're going to let me down all season. I'm happy they finally was able to win one. I'm happy they won one. But they hadn't won one before. Pat Mahomes go out there throwing picks, struggling with the Jaguars. When the defense playing great. It's supposed to be a blowout. Pat Mahomes went out there. I don't think he scored till like the second half. He stunk it up. I don't care. You talking about, what is a close game? This is a close game. This is no good. I expect more from Patty. Chris Jones, they should have been paid the man. And then we're going to talk about this as well. They make Chris Jones hold out. They don't want to pay him. And then they go right back in the jar and grab another $80 million for Patrick Mahomes. How much money are they going to give this guy? I'm sick of it.
First things first, Chris Jones got his money. We can make sure he got a contract. We ain't going to leave that word.
At the expense of week 1.
That's another thing. The difference between the Jaguars and the Texans, who was the game, was the Texans got the number 2 overall pick, and the Jaguars are in the playoffs. They actually won a playoff game. That's a major difference right there. So when you say they're supposed to blowing out a playoff team is not an easy feat in the NFL. That's not an easy feat.
When they score 9 points, it is.
Why is that?
When they score 9 points, why is that? If you're Pat Mahomes, you got the best offense. You're the greatest quarterback ever. I expect more than 9 points. I don't care who you playing. I expect more than 17. I expect more than 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns. I expect way more. What do you mean? See, this is what I'm saying. People want to say Pat Mahomes is the best thing since peanut butter and jelly, but they want to hold him to a bologna sandwich level. No, you want that fresh. You fresh PB and J. You at the top of the sandwich. I expect Pat Mahomes to give me 3 touchdowns in the first half, and if he needs to score more in the second, then he can give me more in the second. But I don't expect you to go out there and bullshit the first 3 quarters of football. I definitely don't. He's lost his step, and I'm happy.
Some of the problem is Pat Mahomes can go out there and walk on water, and they still don't think he's Jesus. And nothing he can do, man. There's nothing he can do to please these people, man. He won the game. Oh, you should have beat him by 30. Why should you beat him by 30? That's a hard-fought game. But then the day, a win is a win.
The old Pat used to win by 30.
And we gotta think about this. I don't think it's so much on Pat. I just don't think he has any reliable receivers. I saw Kadarius Toney had another fumble. I mean, other than Travis, how many? Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney.
Excuses. So we'll make excuses.
I'm just saying from what I watched. I saw Kadarius Toney had another fumble.
So these times, how come people been saying Lamar Jackson can't throw for years even though he ain't had no receivers?
That's a good point.
I'm asking you. No. Because Pat Mahomes been the best thing since peanut butter and jelly for the last 5 years. But now he ain't got no receivers. What do you mean?
His receivers were better last year.
He had decent receivers.
Not this year. Last year.
Did he have Christian Watson? He didn't have Christian Watson. I know he had. I think he had Juju.
Juju trash.
He had Juju Smith-Schuster. Pacheco was out there. He was playing running back, but he was also receiving the ball. Travis was healthy all year. I mean, what more does this guy need?
I don't know, man.
He can walk on water, and then still won't believe him.
Like I said, the two turnovers he had were pretty bad. But I mean, like y'all was saying, Jordan Love, he had 3 touchdowns, didn't finish the game. Pat did finish the game, so.
I mean, Jordan Love, that's not even a conversation.
Hey, man.
I didn't know we were talking about.
Both of them are going to be in MVP contention in the next couple years.
I don't know about that, bro.
Hey.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Both of who? No, Pat and Lamar?
Pat, Lamar, and Jordan Love.
He's in the same conversation.
No, he got a couple teams.
Then why are you talking about him like that?
Because in a couple years, he's going to be
How you know that?
another quarterback.
He ain't did nothing, man. 150. He threw for 150.
We don't see, man.
He threw for 150. What are you talking about MVP for? What are you talking
I'm
about?
not talking about this year. I'm talking
I'm
about
talking about period.
I see it, bro.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay, what else we got?
Because
Since you over here dreaming, since he's taking this time to dream, what else you got?
this is a fact show. It's not like I wish.
Yeah.
This is a
This is not a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
This is the prediction show and all that, but let's move on, man. All right, well, we got the Chargers, man, blowing another close game in overtime to the Titans, 27-14. And the Chargers, one big stat I want to point out, they went 2 for 14 on 3rd down with Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, man. Justin Herbert. We all know about Justin Herbert, man. Justin Herbert, they want to prop him up with these guys. I said it week 1. They want to put him up here with these guys, like, what Josh Allen used to be, what Joe Burrow showed us once before, not so much now. We want to put him on this level, on this 80, 50 crazy money level, top 5 level. They want to say he's better than Lamar. They love to say things like this. They want to say he's up there with Pat. He's not. And then, he still has to go out there and play. And you can go out there and throw for 300 yards, but if all those yards came on 1st and 2nd down, then that's going to end up being a problem. Somewhere down the line, that's going to end up being a really big problem. He was feeding the ball to his receivers, and so the guys were getting open. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams both got, 8 catches. I don't know, man. They're just not making it happen defensively. What can we say about the defense? The defense.
Very underwhelming first.
Yeah, the defense didn't do too bad, though. 246 passing yards allowed. Well, they let him run it down their throat.
Ryan Tannehill had most of the game he had. He 20 for 24.
Yeah, and they let him run it down their throat, too. They run it down their throat.
I'm never one to pull this card, but I have to pull it. At some point, we have to question the legitimacy of that coach behind there. Because after they win most of those games.
Oh, my goodness.
He was out there.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they quick to get him out of there.
When they seen Josh, what's his name? Justin Herbert. When they seen that he was good, they wanted Anthony Lynn. They wanted him out of there, dude.
Yep.
The minute they seen that he could actually throw, that he was actually, we gave him a good quarterback. Oh hell no! Let's get Anthony Lynn out of there. I ain't gonna say why. I don't know why. There's a lot of people.
The viewers know.
A lot of people say a lot of things. I ain't gotta say it because everybody know why.
Yeah. The Chargers this year are going to be what we know the Chargers to be. The Chiefs stepping stool. And that's, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, you calling a sweep? Sweeping that division?
Of course. Of course.
You go to the Chargers? Okay.
They took a, you talk about step back, they're not going to make the play.
If the Chiefs can't sweep the Chargers, then the Chiefs are just showing that they fraud. That's how much. I really think they're gonna sweep it. So if they don't, then they just fraud. Would you agree to that? This is how terrible they are?
I don't agree with that.
What about you, Tom? The Chargers are fraud. Like we gonna call them sweep, call them sweep. I mean, they should get a sweep. If they don't, then they just. I mean, hey, the season's gonna play
I
out.
think they should get a sweep.
They should get a sweep.
Because, especially if it's a close game, which the Chargers usually lose, I just don't think they will win it. I have no faith in them. I will never bet on them ever again.
Oh no.
That
won't happen.
-3
To 20.
killed me.
Hurt.
Never do that again. Sorry, Justin. But we're gonna move on. And moving on to another game. Another sad organization can't keep a quarterback. The Cowboys, 20 ball, the Jets, 30-10. Zach Wilson, another 3 picks. Now he's in his career. He has 17 touchdowns and 22 interceptions. As the number, was he number 2?
Look, man, Zach Wilson, man, he's about to be one of those people that benefits from having the complexion of the selection, because there's no goddamn way he should still be a starting quarterback in the NFL. It's just too many people out there that can be a starting quarterback. I mean, the Jets have, unfortunately, they went from an ultimate high of having Aaron Rodgers to have been in the category of the ultimate low. A team, unfortunately, with no quarterback. So I expect things like this to continue happening to the Jets. Everybody was kind of a little bit excited when they eked it out in week 1. Do not expect more of it. I mean, 170, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. That's all I got to say.
They need that defense to become the 80s Bears. They have to like win games like they did against the Bills.
They need a scoring defense.
Yeah, force 4 turnovers.
Scoring defense. There's nothing else they can do.
Zach Wilson shows day in and day out to be the worst quarterback in the National Football League's history. And that's not even an understatement. I have a hard time believing this guy can chew gum and walk at the same damn time. Let alone he can play the quarterback.
Man.
What is going on?
Not a lot going on up there.
You too worried about the Milks, man.
They would have got their ass kicked. And that's no sub to the Cowboys. They're showing they're having a great season. They're going to be a very great team. As far as NFC championship, they always fuck up in the end. But
Yeah.
they went out there and kicked ass. And kudos to them. Zach Wilson, I mean, where's Kaepernick? They didn't want Kaepernick. You want this fucking guy?
I mean, honestly, I said there's no way they should, anybody would look at Kaepernick, but if this is what you got to work with, I mean, it was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
He got 15
If this is what you got to work with, because this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Garrett Wilson is going to leave. He's not going to be there. Nobody wants to be there right now. If you're a receiver, first of all, you get 2 catches for 83 yards, that means you can really go off.
Yeah,
That means you can really get off on these people that you're playing. And you got a guy, and I didn't watch much of this shit show, and it was a shit show as far as their offense. But I seen some missed throws, I seen some overthrows, I seen a lot of wide open Garrett Wilson, I seen a whole lot of flailing, a lot of holding the ball too long, a lot of bad decisions, and just all around where's RG3? I mean, it's a lot of backup people. I mean, go and try and get Cooper Rush.
I think he's
do
back up
something.
somewhere.
He's a backup for the Cowboys. He's a backup.
He's still with them.
Pay the man. Trade the first round pick. Look, they ain't got nothing at the quarterback. They out there with 10 people, and they missing them when they can throw the ball.
Yeah. Well, another dominating performance from the Cowboys defense. We'll give their credit there. Caused another 3 interceptions. Mike Parsons had 2 sacks. Fumble recovery. CeeDee Lamb is showing out how much of a star he's trying to become. 11 catches, 143 yards.
Before we move on, you got anything to say about Sauce Gardner? CeeDee had a pretty good game.
I was saying about Sauce. He's going to continue to show what he is day by day. Honestly, if Darrell was on the team, it'd be the same thing. Darrell was.
143. I'll give Darrell Reeves, CD Lamb.
Yeah.
Who I don't even view CD Lamb as like a top 5 receiver at all. Maybe not top 10, and he just ate Sauce up. Was Sauce following around the field?
Nah, they were switching. They had like this number 4. Whoever number 4 was on them too.
Reed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No matter who they had guarding them, they were barbecue chicken.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, looking at this, Tony Pollard 7 catches, so we know Dak was dacking with the 38 passes, 255
Getting
yards.
to his
So,
tight ends.
yeah, dumping
Touchdowns.
it out real quick. Another thing, before we leave, Tony Pollard 25 rushes, 72 yards, 2.9. That's not the same as last year, bro.
The Jets have a really good defensive line.
I know, but 25 carries, you can get 100 yards. I'm starting to think that maybe the offensive coordinator or whoever controlling the lineup thinks that he's like Zeke, where you can just give him the ball 25 times and he's gonna be fresh like he is. When in reality, this is a speed guy who you're supposed to get a ball to like 10 to 15 times and maybe some passes, and that's how you use him. You don't hand him the ball 25 times.
Let him really like some options.
That's how he gets hurt. He's coming off an ACL injury.
I mean,
what's going on with that?
Generally, you have to acknowledge at this point they're trying to run the goddamn clock out. The time of possession in the game, which is atrocious. It was 42 minutes Cowboys to, what is this, 17 Jets?
You know they got 3 running backs.
I'm about to say, yeah, they should have put the other one in.
They got Turpin. Dude's fine. Drafted a running back.
It doesn't matter who they have.
I'm saying, like,
Why
why?
don't give it to your best man? You're trying to eke up this clock. You're trying to end it.
Oh my God.
But that's enough on the
That's enough of that.
Cowboys and the Jets. But just a quick one. We're just gonna talk about a shitty team versus a team that's excelling right now. We got the Bears at the Bucks, man. The Bucks win 27 to 17. I don't know what's going on with the Chicago Bears organization. Justin Fields sacked another 6 times. Some of it he might have been trying to do too much, but also it was just him just not having a good line. Another 2 picks as well.
I mean, first of all, let's be real. This Justin Fields is the same guy that Pete Tone compared to Lamar Jackson. Justin Fields throws multiple interceptions down there every game. Justin Fields had 3 rushing yards. He averaged 0.8 yards. Justin Fields is. I'm starting to wonder. Like, I get it. The Bears suck. The offensive line suck. The receivers
The whole
suck.
organization, they suck.
They all suck. And I get it. But once you sit around shit all day, you start to smell like it.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think that Justin Fields might suck as well. Because this is awful. This is no good. I mean, this is every week with this guy. I mean, at first it was like at least he can run 3 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, after 2 interceptions, nigga, run. I mean, shit, run, take off, like do something different. I mean, what can we say about this? And the Buccaneers got Baker Mayfield. He played a good game, I guess. I still hate him. 1 touchdown, mediocre.
Mike Evans, man.
Mike Evans had a good game.
Trey coming soon.
Mike Evans ate him up. But yeah, man, there's not much to say about this game.
I'll be honest with you. The Bears will make the playoffs this season. Although they've been off to a slow start, I will admit. The Bucs are better than we think. Baker Mayfield might make you put your foot in your mouth. He's playing a hell of a season right now. He's playing a great game.
He's still playing one game.
He's definitely holding out what he's doing what he needs to do. But not only that, the Bears are trying to figure it out. They've added a lot of new pieces at all different points. And honestly, I'm looking at the schedule. After this Chiefs game,
I was just about to be like,
it's going to really lighten up for him, man. We got the Broncos. I think they're going to kick the Broncos' ass. Russell Wilson's not going to start the rest of the season. Then they have Washington. They showed to be a mediocre team who could probably win some games, but I mean, I see those being 2 dubs. Then you got the Vikings. The Vikings defense is not that good. I can see Justin Fields running for 3,000 yards. Let's just be honest, man. I can see this Chicago team surprise a lot of people. Mark my words. After that Chiefs loss, they're going to win a couple more games, and they're going to start building up some steam.
I
don't believe they might build some steam and have a couple wins for the end of the year, but after starting 0-3, it's honestly impossible to make the playoffs. I think in the NFL, I think that's too much of a hill to climb. And then by the end of the season, if you already trash, you might as well just tank the picks. Give him an offensive lineman. They need to revamp that whole offensive line.
That's the thing you don't understand. So right off the bat, they got 2 wins. They're gonna go beat the hell out of the Packers twice this year.
They already lost the game 1.
Let's just call it what it is.
They already lost the game 1.
They already lost the first
I think the Packers game.
We whooped their ass.
What are you
Yeah, what are we talking about, man? So they gotta sweep the Lions. And they gotta sweep the
You forgot?
Yeah, sweep the Vikings.
Yeah, they got 40 points scored on them. What are we talking about, man? It's stunk. They not beating the Packers this year. They definitely not beating the
but Toon Super Bowl pick bounced back this week. Seahawks winning in OT against the Lions, man. Dino, really good game. 32 for 41.
Big win, big win. They did what I said they would do. They probably just broke the Lions' fucking 10-game win streak they were on. I mean, they just beat the Super Bowl champions, the Lions. So, I mean, the Seahawks are a great team. That loss to the Rams just showed that the Rams may be a little threat right now. Just to be honest about that. The Rams, with Puka Nuka, they may be a little interesting this year.
Nuka put 23 on the 49ers. Yeah, they got some of their offense back.
I mean, I think definitely the Seahawks played a great game, of course. I mean, Geno went out there and had one of his best games that he's ever played in reality. But as far as am I impressed? I mean, I'm not one of those people that just follow this Lions hype train. I mean, it's been so long since Detroit's been relevant that I'm not going to just, they win a couple games and now beating Detroit means you're going to the Super Bowl. Hell no.
Not convinced.
So I'm not convinced. Because it's not like the Lions didn't play a good game against them. Jared Goff out there and ball. They really competed. That was a close game. That was a really close game. Two mediocre teams. Yeah, another game not much to say about.
Mediocre. The Seahawks just made the playoffs last season. The Lions won one game.
Okay. That's just my opinion.
What makes a team mediocre to you so the fans can understand?
A mediocre quarterback. You're not going to win with a mediocre quarterback. It's not going to happen.
So they make the whole team mediocre?
I'm just
remember when the Browns was good and Baker was mediocre.
How far did they get?
But they went to play. They went 11 wins.
Okay, how far did they get in the playoff? I'm saying to me.
They went to the playoff.
I'm saying to me.
They went to the second round.
I'm not saying to you. I'm saying to me. To me, they're mediocre. They're two mediocre teams. When I say mediocre,
Get to the second round.
I mean two teams that are not. That I know for a fact they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
So
mediocre. I know for a fact they're not gonna win. There's no chance.
So it's no middle ground for you. You're either mediocre or you're like the best. It's no like you're a good team. It's no like you're not. You can't be just a good team that wins like 11 or 12 games.
Good teams are not mediocre.
let me ask you.
It's not mediocre in the best. It's mediocre and good and bad. It's bad, good, mediocre.
So how do you rank Nick Foles, Super Bowl champion quarterback?
Nick Foles. Well, the thing about Nick Foles.
I just asked the question.
The thing about Nick Foles is Nick Foles is on an extremely stacked team. Not only was he on an extremely stacked, so a stacked team is a stacked team.
You said Nick Foles' team is based on the quarterback.
That's one example though. Out of 100 years, it's gonna happen.
Oh man.
Out of 100 years, anything can happen.
Anything that, man.
That's a fact though. Out of 100 years, I'm not saying all the time. But 99 times out of 100, you ain't gonna get there with a mediocre quarterback. Nick Foles, I wouldn't even say he was mediocre that year either. He played pretty good football that year. He wasn't mediocre. I can't say that.
Wow.
He wasn't.
I mean, Carson Wentz
was going to almost win an MVP with that same team, and Carson Wentz stink right now. He's barely. I don't think he's in the league.
But he had a really good season up to that point.
That's what I'm pretty sure that Nick Foles would have a similar season because when Carson Wentz went down, the numbers didn't go down. Shit, they went up in the Super Bowl.
So we can say the team overall was a great team.
No, I'm saying that year Nick Foles wasn't mediocre, is what I'm saying. He wasn't mediocre. How was he mediocre?
The next year after that, Nick Foles went to the Rams.
I'm talking about that season. That season he wasn't mediocre. Anything could have happened in the offseason. That guy could have been depressed or something. We don't know. I never try to assume for these players.
Sounds like excuses.
Okay.
You just drilling something about excuses. Sounds like
a lot of spinning.
Okay. How do you want? I guarantee you this bums make it to the Super Bowl.
100 years.
Next question, man. What else we got?
All right, man. We're gonna see, man. It's a lot of spinning you doing, man.
Spinning.
But we're gonna move on to let's see. We got the 49ers and the Rams. 49ers went a close one, 30-23.
I mean, I expected more. I expected a bigger divide.
Division games, man. It's hard to.
I'm gonna be honest. What's his name? Matt Stafford was pretty good that game. Matt Stafford didn't look bad as I thought he was gonna be. I talked a lot of trash about him earlier this season, but he was slinging it. I guess. I mean, he was slinging it.
I mean, I think a problem that not only is Drano experiencing, but some of you as well. You're not understanding that these guys are professionals. Nobody's gonna go out there and get their ass kicked every single game. It's just not gonna happen when you've been playing football your whole life. They can go out there, they can game plan, they have coaches. This is a divisional round. It's gonna be a close game. Whether it's in the division or out of the division, nobody's gonna go out there and just lay down and get beat by 50. This is not college football where you pay a team to get their ass kicked. This is a real top of the level football where a lot of money is going to these games, man. It wouldn't make sense for them to kick their ass.
I guess, man, you got guys like Puka Nuka going out there and getting half the catches. I mean, to be honest, I hold Kyle Shanahan in high regards. You know, who's it? What's the? I think it's D'Amico Ryan. Who's the defensive coordinator?
He went to Texas.
For the 49ers. Who's the defensive coordinator?
I don't know right now.
I forget his name, but I know he's pretty good.
He comes for the Dolphins.
At what point do we shut down Puka Nuka? Is Puka Nuka the best athlete ever? We could have shut 15 catches. He caught the ball every drive like 3 times. Yeah. What's going on with the defensive coordinator? What's going on with that? You know, we can't stop one guy. It's not like he's Tyreek Hill and he just has blazing speed. It's not like, you know, he's Cooper Kupp and his routes are just crisp and they're just so good. What's going on?
To me, that shows how Cooper Kupp may not be as good as we thought he was.
That's where you got.
He's doing exactly what Cooper Kupp was doing.
Sean McVay may just be an offensive wizard, man.
He's been
just call it what it is. He has
been
plays. He can get people open.
Jared Goff, went from Jared Goff to Matt Stafford. Now you move on from Cooper Kupp and you go down Tutu Atwell and
Tutu Atwell had 7 catches. Something about these Sean McVay routes can get you open. Something about these Sean McVay routes can get you open. Like, I don't know.
Let's talk about the 49ers a little bit more, man. What do you think about your boy Brock Purdy? You know, no TDs this week, 17 for 25.
First of all, you said his name wrong. Big Brock Purdy. Because you know what he did?
First time I heard.
Well, you know what he did? Yeah. What do he always do? He won the game. That's all this dude do. He does not lose. This man has not lost. He has not lost a game that he's started and finished. I mean, I don't care what the numbers are. As long as he's doing that, it doesn't even matter. What's there to say? Why does it matter? He won.
This is another time Drano was kind of just rambling. Just before this segment, he just said a mediocre quarterback makes a bad team. We all know the 49ers are probably the best team in the NFC. Brock Purdy is a mediocre quarterback at best. Although he isn't losing games,
that's not true.
He's not losing them. He's not going out there and win at anything.
He got all-stars in damn near
every position. We're talking about stacked team. This guy is mediocre at best. Put him on the Jets, he would be looking like Zach Wilson's twin brother.
He's not mediocre. According to Desama, Jimmy Garoppolo is mediocre.
Yes, I think he.
Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't undefeated.
They were winning games.
Huh?
They were winning games.
Did I say he won games? I said he wasn't. What?
Jimmy Garoppolo went to.
I said he wasn't undefeated. I think this dude can take him to the Super Bowl. He hasn't lost a game.
He hasn't taken him there yet.
He hasn't had a chance. He hasn't had one chance.
He lost one game.
When he lose a game? When he got hurt?
Yep.
I said a game that he started and finished. I mean,
he finished that game.
He did not finish that game. No, he did not. He did not finish that game. What are you talking about? He broke his elbow.
He was out there handing the ball up.
He was not out there handing the ball up.
Yes, he was.
No.
No, they switched.
Yeah, they definitely switched.
Oh, they switched too.
I forgot, but I remember at the end of the game, George Kittle said we didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, he was literally at the hospital.
We didn't have a
He
quarterback.
went straight to the hospital.
He was out there handing that ball off, man. Pull that clip up. He was out there handing the ball off. I don't know why they didn't put another quarterback in. I don't get why they wouldn't run. Why they didn't run the clip. They sat out there and continued to run the ball with Christian McCaffrey. So either the third string or the fourth string after him ain't know what the hell's going on, or he is just as basic as we thought he was.
So P-Tones just simply wants to make up that he was out there still. But Brock Purdy is undefeated. He's undefeated. He's gonna go. I haven't won the Super Bowl this year. He's definitely an elite quarterback. And I love him to have a backup on my team.
All right then. Well, we're gonna move on.
Now he's over here looking it up.
It's a fact, man. Hopefully we get this clip in the game, man. 'Cause I remember that game.
Somebody Johnson went 7 for 13, 74.
Then he got hurt too.
Now,
Josh Johnson.
He got hurt. He was out. He was out of that game. He got fucked up. They knocked his ass out. Then Brock Purdy got back in there.
not true.
That's facts. He got knocked the hell out.
That didn't happen.
Yes, he did.
You only got Purdy throwing 4 passes.
If it's true, it'll be true, man. Let's keep it going.
Shit, let's move on.
We don't talk too much about Gore on this show because this is a family show, and I hate to talk about this. I hate the Browns, but man, Nick Chubb, man, R.I.P. I was watching, a few things on television, on the internet. They was like, he's probably out for the year, and I was just like, did they see that picture? He's probably out forever. I mean, hopefully he's not. If you go to church, pray for the guy. But yeah, man, I never seen something so gruesome. That's nasty, like one of those NBA. It's like a Paul George almost, or like one of those when a UFC fighter get his leg kicked and it just snapped. Yeah, what do y'all think?
From Louisville.
Yeah, what do y'all think about that, man? What do y'all think about that whole nasty situation?
I mean, that was like nasty, like a big girl trying to get on you in the club.
Yeah.
Let's just be real, man. I pray for the brother.
Yeah.
But this is gonna show what Deshaun Watson really is, man.
Yeah, man.
He's the best when you don't got
Ooh,
shit.
man. I mean, when you said horrific and gory game, man, I thought you was talking about Deshaun Watson. I ain't talking about
the game Deshaun Watson played.
I watched that game all the way through. That was one of the worst games I've seen from starting quarterback in a minute.
Wow.
I will say Steelers defense was good, but he was throwing guys 10 yards out of bounds. Come on, son. Come on.
He was under pressure.
Come on, son.
No.
What about the
that out of bounds? That was on the receiver. The receiver basically was running at an angle where it's like he got a place where he was heading out of bounds.
That was more than one. He threw a couple in the dirt. He was trying to do too much running the ball. I like Deshaun Watson. I do.
How many times you get sacked, son?
Like 4 or 5. But some of them was his fault. He was trying to do too much.
He was holding the ball.
He was holding it too long. I think sacks come from you getting holding the ball.
I'm starting to think some of these quarterbacks be like not wanting to mess up their passing percentage and just take the sack. But he had opportunity to throw the ball away. I know what you're talking about.
Was he holding that ball too long?
Definitely holding the ball.
Or was these motherfuckers not open?
Yeah.
Because at the end of that game,
He was open.
that ball up.
He missed Amari Cooper wide open. He missed Amari Cooper wide open.
It was a lot.
He was crossing around.
It was definitely a lot of good defense out there, but he was missing people.
He missed people.
He was missing
This
people.
kind of was a bad game.
He was straight for life.
That new running back they got though.
Ford.
Oh, I'm picking him up. I'm second in waivers.
He got you. He getting all the carries.
I'm getting that guy.
They gotta be able to move the ball since
Man, no, he showed some flashes. That play when he got caught in the backfield and turned it back up, and Deshaun Watson blocked for him. He got like running all the way down to the one. Great play by Minka Fitzpatrick. It was a help. He hustled. He really did hustle. But no, that dude was pretty nice.
Well, I think it was a really good defensive game though, overall for both teams. TJ Watt came back. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
We could talk about
Pickett trash.
We could talk about Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett
Trash.
I hate him.
15 for 30. I mean, he had one good ball to George Pickett, but he also missed him. A couple times.
Yeah, Zach Wilson, Kenny Pickett, Brock Purdy.
Oh, Brock Purdy's in that category.
And Jordan Love.
Oh.
It's all in the same category to me.
I'm just saying Brock Purdy and
Gino.
Jordan Love have thrown any picks.
And Gino and Jared Goff.
Gino threw 4,200 yards.
One time, bro. Oh my good. All right, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff did it a couple times.
Jared Goff.
He's better than him.
I think Jared Goff a little bit. Gino, I don't know about Gino.
Yeah, he could have said Kirk, could have said Sam Howell, Daniel Jones.
Kirk is pretty solid.
Daniel Jones. Well, all right. Well, that concludes, man, our week 2 review.